UConn extends its season-opening winning streak to 7 with a 75-45 win over Virginia. Mel Thomas becoming the 29th player in UConn history to score her 1,000th point. She's with Geno Auriemmma and Meghan Culmo. Meg?
Bob, thank you very much. Guys, a good win here, a solid effort, but obviously the story of the night, Geno, is Mel getting her 1,000th point. Would you have thought this 4 years ago that you'd be talking about this?
Actually, tonight looked like it took 4 years for her to get it. Nah, you know, I mean, we said it over and over again. If you play really hard and you make yourself indispensable in a lot of ways, you know, because you're playing great defense, you're diving on loose balls, you're hustling, you know, and you just keep working at it. Good things are always going to happen to you. And for 4 years, you know, that's exactly what Mel's done. You know, she's worked at it and worked at it and worked at it, and she deserves all the things that have happened to her.
Well, I think an impressive stat of all of your shooting and the things that you do, she's leading the team in minutes, which says something too. Yeah,
well, that's the thing. You know, when you have somebody that does a lot of things, it's hard to take them out of the game because you know, it's not just you're taking a shooter out. You're taking maybe somebody who's going to guard the other team's best player, somebody who's going to keep a loose ball alive, set the best screen for somebody to get open. You know, there's a lot of things that go into the game of basketball, and you know, she's being recognized for scoring 1,000 points or for making threes. But the game of basketball is so many more, you know, things involved, and I think that's where Mel's value to the team is.
All right, Coach, thank you very much.
Right.
You want to leave, right?
Yeah,
You got to go?
I
okay.
do.
All right, good. Now the good stuff can happen. Now, the funny thing is, and you know Coach as well as anybody, you don't often get to hear him say all those great things about you, do you?
No, never, never.
So this was kind of a nice experience for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
He usually waits until you graduate, and then you're the greatest thing ever. So you got a little bit of a view of the future.
Yeah, the only time I ever is when I read it in the newspaper. I never hear it ever.
I think that's by design. But talk a little bit about these last 4 years, almost 4 years, but what playing for this team and for him has meant to you.
It's just been such a great experience. I feel like I've learned so much since my freshman year, and each year I feel like I just keep getting better, you know, as a basketball player and as a person. He's just a great person to be around all the time.
What do you think can you think of maybe in your head what he has taught you?
He's just taught me so many things, you know, to be disciplined. I think when I came in here, you kind of do things your own way, and he teaches you to do it his way. And I think just basketball, I've become so much smarter. He's the smartest person I've ever met, you know, as far as basketball and cutting and learning the X's and O's. And I'm
glad you clarified that it's the smartest person in terms of basketball.
In terms of basketball, yeah. So I just feel like I've learned a lot from that.
And talk about, too, some of the teammates that you've been playing with, and particularly this year, but this group has been around for a while, and then you add Maya and Lauren, and you guys have a special group.
Yeah, it's such a great group. I think we have so much fun, too, on and off the court, so I'm looking forward to the rest of the year.
Well, I do want to say this team, it's virtually the same, but those two players, and the chemistry and even just the looks on your faces, it's completely different. You look like you're really having a lot of fun.
Yeah, I do. I feel like it's a lot different too. I think, you know, everybody's just a year older, a year more mature, and Maya and Lauren, I think, add a lot too. So I think we have, you know, a lot ahead of us.
All right. Well, good luck the rest of the way. We'll see you soon. Congratulations, Bob.
All right. Thank you very much, Meghan. Mel Thomas, the 29th player in UConn history to score 1,000 career points. Tina Charles had a season high 18 points tonight, 6 rebounds. She was 8 for 9 from the floor on her 19th birthday. Brittany Hunter had 14 points. That's a UConn career high for her. 5 rebounds, 7 of 9 from the floor. Maya Moore had 12, so she's the first player in UConn history to score at least 10 or more points in her first 7 games. UConn shot 58% from the floor, but was 1 for 12 from three-point range. Leading the way for Virginia was Aisha Mohammed with 13 points and 11 rebounds. Cavaliers shot just 30%. They slipped to 6-4. Next up for them, Davidson at home on December 20th. UConn is 7-0. Next up for the Huskies, South Carolina, Monday, December 17th at Gamble, 7:30 on CPTV. For Meghan Culmo, I'm Bob Picozzi. Once again, the final, UConn 75 and Virginia 45. The proceeding has been a presentation of Connecticut Public Television. Up next, Andrea Bocelli, live in Tuscany.